dark and twisted depths of human psychology, there lies a chilling tale known as the Stanford prison experiment. In the summer of 1971, the corridors of Stanford University's psychology department were transformed into a nightmarish dungeon where the darkest aspects of human nature were set loose to run amok. At its helm was the sinister Dr. Philip Zimbardo, a man obsessed with unraveling the mysteries of authority and power, no matter the cost. With a calculated malevolence, he handpicked 24 innocent young men, stripping them of their individuality and identities. Half were cast into the roles of prisoners, and the other half were assigned the role of sadistic guards. From the very outset, the experiment descended into madness. The guards, dressed in uniforms that bore an eerie resemblance to those of Nazi concentration camp personnel, donned sunglasses that concealed their humanity, their eyes devoid of compassion. In the malevolent depths of the Stanford prison experiment, a horrifying theater of human cruelty unfolded. The guards, once ordinary college students, became tormentors of the highest order. Armed with batons, they reveled in the power they held over their fellow students. They reveled in their newfound authority, using it to inflict unspeakable psychological torment on their helpless fellow students. Day after relentless day, the prisoners were subjected to a barrage of verbal and emotional abuse that would haunt their nightmares for the rest of their lives. The guards hurled degrading insults and derogatory language at them, stripping away every shred of their self-esteem and dignity. The air was thick with the stench of humiliation as the prisoners were made to feel utterly worthless, reduced to mere shells of their former selves. But it didn't stop there. The guards were masters of dehumanization, forcing the prisoners to wear smocks bearing nothing but cold, dehumanizing numbers. This further eroded their sense of identity, leaving them feeling like nothing more than disposable pawns in a perverse game of power and control. Sleep became a distant memory as the guards enforced sleep deprivation as a means of breaking the prisoners' spirits. Exhausted and disoriented, the prisoners were trapped in a never-ending nightmare, their sanity slipping away with each sleepless night. The physical abuse was a cruel crescendo in this symphony of suffering. The guards, wielding batons like instruments of terror, struck fear into the hearts of the prisoners. Their bodies bore the marks of their torment, while their minds were haunted by the constant threat of violence. Isolated from the outside world, the prisoners had no refuge from this hellish existence. The guards dictated every aspect of their lives, from when they could eat to when they could relieve themselves. Freedom was a distant memory, replaced by a suffocating sense of helplessness and despair. As the experiment continued, the prisoners exhibited symptoms of psychological trauma that would scar them for life. Anxiety, depression, and even full-blown breakdowns became their constant companions. The experiment had pushed them to the brink of their sanity, leaving them broken and shattered. In this abyss of cruelty and suffering, the Stanford prison experiment revealed the darkest recesses of the human psyche. It showed that ordinary individuals, when placed in a position of unchecked authority and subjected to dehumanizing conditions, could become monsters capable of unspeakable cruelty. It is a haunting testament to the fragility of the human spirit and a chilling reminder of the horrors that can be unleashed when power goes unchecked.